Once upon a time, in a small village nestled deep within the mountains, there lived a young woman named May. May had always been known for her bright and joyful personality, but lately she found herself plagued by a swarm of negative thoughts that clouded her mind. She became trapped in a cycle of self-doubt, anxiety, and fear. One day, as May was wandering through the village, she stumbled upon an old wise man sitting beneath a magnificent cherry blossom tree. The wise man, sensing May's inner turmoil, beckoned her to sit beside him. Intrigued, May obliged, eager to seek guidance. "Tell me, young one, what troubles your heart?" the wise man inquired gently, his eyes filled with compassion. With a heavy sigh, May poured out her worries, confessing the constant negative thoughts that had consumed her mind. She spoke of her fear of failure, her doubts about her abilities, and her overall feeling of discontentment. The wise man listened attentively, his face a serene mask of understanding. After a moment of silence, he began to speak. "Dear May, negative thoughts are like clouds that obscure the brilliance of the sun. Just as the sun continues to shine beyond the clouds, your true nature is one of joy, peace, and limitless potential. The key lies in recognizing the thoughts for what they are, transient and impermanent." May looked at the wise man, her eyes filled with curiosity. "But how do I stop these negative thoughts from consuming me?" she asked, hope flickering in her voice. The wise man smiled gently. "I will share with you a story," he said, his voice soft yet powerful. "A tale passed down through generations, offering wisdom and guidance to those in need. Long ago in a distant land there was a great archer named Takumi. He was known far and wide for his unparalleled skill with the bow and arrow. One day, a young student approached Takumi, eager to learn his secrets. The student, plagued by self-doubt and negativity, asked, "Master, how do you achieve such mastery over your mind and your craft?" Takumi, with a twinkle in his eyes, responded, "Close your eyes, young one, and imagine yourself standing on the edge of a vast ocean. In your hand, you hold a small pebble. Throw the pebble into the water." The student, puzzled, followed the instruction, closing his eyes and envisioning the scene. With a flick of his wrist, he let the pebble fly from his hand into the imaginary ocean. Takumi smiled and continued, "Now, observe what happens next. Does the pebble disturb the vastness of the ocean? Does it create turmoil and chaos?" The student, opening his eyes, realized the answer. "No, master," he replied. "The pebble creates ripples, but the ocean remains calm and serene." Takumi nodded, his face radiating wisdom. "Your mind, young one, is the vast ocean, and negative thoughts are like pebbles. They may create ripples momentarily, but the true nature of your mind, like the ocean, is one of calmness and tranquility." May listened intently, captivated by the story. She began to grasp the essence of the wise man's words, recognizing the power she held within herself. The wise man continued, "May, negative thoughts are inevitable. They arise within us all. But just as the ocean remains undisturbed by the pebbles, you have the power to observe these thoughts without becoming entangled in them. Embrace them, acknowledge them, but do not identify with them." May took a deep breath, feeling a newfound sense of hope and determination. She realized that she had the ability to detach herself from negative thoughts and choose a different perspective. With gratitude in her heart, May thanked the wise man for his guidance and left the cherry blossom tree with renewed purpose. From that day forward, she made a conscious effort to observe her negative thoughts without judgment, allowing them to pass like clouds in the vast sky of her mind. As time went on, May discovered the power of positive affirmations, mindfulness practices, and surrounding herself with uplifting company. She transformed her negative thoughts into stepping stones toward personal growth and self-discovery. Once May had discovered the power of observing and detaching from her negative thoughts, she embarked on a journey of self-transformation that would take her to the farthest reaches of her being. She realized that the key to stopping negative thoughts was not simply to ignore or suppress them, but to understand their origins and transcend their limitations. May sought out the guidance of spiritual teachers, wise elders, and mentors who could shed light on the nature of the mind and its intricate workings. She delved deep into the teachings of mindfulness, meditation, and self-inquiry, eager to uncover the hidden treasures within herself. Her first mentor was a venerable Zen master named Master Koji. He lived in a secluded monastery on the outskirts of the village, surrounded by towering mountains and serene nature. May approached the monastery with a sense of reverence and anticipation, ready to absorb the wisdom that awaited her. Master Koji greeted her with a warm smile, his eyes sparkling with inner peace. He welcomed May into his humble abode, where the fragrance of incense filled the air. "May," he said gently, "negative thoughts are like wild horses, charging through the vast landscapes of our minds. To tame them, we must first observe them without judgment or resistance. Watch them gallop through your consciousness, acknowledging their presence, but do not identify with them." May nodded, her curiosity piqued. "But Master Koji, how do we observe these thoughts without being consumed by them?" Master Koji chuckled softly. "Ah, May, the mind is a skillful trickster, constantly pulling us into its web of illusions. But remember, you are not your thoughts. You are the one who watches the thoughts arise and fade away. When you cultivate the art of observation, you discover the spaciousness within your being, the unchanging awareness that exists beyond the transient realm of thoughts." In the following days, May immersed herself in the monastery's daily routines, practicing meditation and engaging in silent contemplation. She learned to sit still, observing the ebb and flow of her thoughts, like a river flowing gently through her consciousness. One morning, as May sat under a blossoming cherry tree, a revelation washed over her, like a gentle breeze. She realized that negative thoughts thrived in the fertile soil of attachment and identification. It was her identification with these thoughts that perpetuated their power over her. Inspired by this insight, May began to investigate the underlying beliefs and emotions that fueled her negative thoughts. She delved into her past, examining childhood experiences, societal conditioning, and personal traumas. Through deep introspection, she brought these buried shadows into the light of awareness, allowing them to be seen and acknowledged. As May continued her journey, she encountered a wise woman named Elder Willow, renowned for her intuitive wisdom and ability to heal emotional wounds. Elder Willow lived in a humble cottage on the edge of a mystical forest, surrounded by ancient trees and the gentle whispers of nature. May approached Elder Willow, humbly seeking her guidance. The elder welcomed her with open arms, sensing the sincerity in May's heart. "Dear May," Elder Willow said, her voice resonating with ancient wisdom, "negative thoughts often arise from unhealed emotional wounds. They are remnants of past experiences that continue to echo within your psyche. To truly transcend them, you must dive deep into the well of your emotions and bring forth compassion and healing." With Elder Willow's guidance, May embarked on a journey of emotional healing. She delved into the depths of her pain, uncovering layers of buried emotions, and embraced them with love and acceptance. Through tears and laughter, May allowed herself to fully experience the spectrum of human emotions, releasing the energy that had been trapped within her. In the process, May discovered that negative thoughts held valuable lessons for her growth and transformation. Each thought carried a message, a call to examine her beliefs, values, and perceptions. By embracing these messages and allowing them to guide her, she transformed her negative thoughts into catalysts for personal evolution. Empowered by her newfound understanding, May returned to the village, determined to share her wisdom with others. She organized workshops and gatherings, inviting people from all walks of life to join her in exploring the nature of the mind and the power of self-awareness. May's teachings spread like wildfire, touching the lives of countless individuals who had long struggled with negative thoughts. Together, they created a supportive community, a refuge where people could openly share their challenges and support one another on their respective journeys. As the years passed, May's influence continued to grow, and her village became a sanctuary of peace, joy, and enlightenment. People flocked from far and wide to learn from May and experience the transformative power of stopping negative thoughts. May's journey had come full circle. From a young woman trapped in the clutches of negativity, She had emerged as a wise and compassionate guide, offering solace to those in need. Her story became a beacon of hope, reminding others that within every negative thought lies the seed of transformation and growth.